Thank you, Sue. And as she said, this is where it all began for me. But before I elaborate on that, before I begin, I want to just say I am happy to be here presenting before the Governor Phil Scott, our lovely President Sue, and just all of you nice people in general. Before I begin, as Sue said, this is where it began for me. My first event that I ever did for Special Olympics was right here in Woodstock, and that's what really changed me. After my very first event, I was hooked on Special Olympics, event after event after event, just competing with my fellow athletes, my team members. I left it on and off the mountain, no matter where I went. And here at Woodstock, that's the biggest impact that was close to my heart that started this all. Now, let's begin. All right. Good evening. My name is Dane Norton. I live in Fairfax, and I love Special Olympics. It's my honor to be here tonight, and I want to thank you all for being here as well. I've been in Special Olympics for many years. My very first experience in Special Olympics for participating in the games were at the Winter Games here at Suicide 6. My experience at Suicide 6 was a life-changing experience that had many great moments made here on and off the mountain. The people of Woodstock were all very generous and very caring people who allowed us to compete at Suicide 6. As well as let us stay at the inn, eat, and also have a dance. The food was amazing, I'll admit. They made great killer pizza, I'll tell you that. Trust me, you gotta try it. The dance was also amazing. I will admit, I did get to party with some of my friends, and I did bust some moves, so to say, in the dance. It was really fun. On the bus ride there with my team, I did take some selfies, as one does. And I got to meet other members of my team and talk with them about social topics. My team did amazing, as well as so many other athletes that competed there as well. Overall, I just can't describe how amazing these people are for allowing us to be here, for all of us to be here, for all of us to compete in these amazing games that change our lives. Skiing's not just the only sport I participate in. I also enjoy basketball, bowling, track, soccer, but most of all, the friendships I've made through joining Special Olympics in every competition I've always been in. I would like to share a very important oath with you that has really made an impact on me as well. Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win,
If I cannot win,
let me be brave in the test. Thank you. Such wise words, too. I've had times when I was frustrated, when I was down, when I made a mistake or was not winning in these competitions. However, in the end, I was brave in the attempt, and I remembered, never give up on myself. I would like to share a competition story with you. Now, for some of you, you may know this story. This happened here at Woodstock, and if you don't, well, this is going to be fun. 2 years ago at Winter Games, we had very little snow here. As we made our way up to the ski slopes, we learned that not many of the trails were open. I was encouraged that I had the skills ability, so to say, that I could move to the advanced course, but there was two big problems. One, it was a black diamond trail, and two, it was very icy. Yeah. Also very steep. But as I made my way up to the course, even though I was scared to death, I kept telling myself, I could do this. I could do this. As I started down the course at a decent rate, I surprised myself as I made my way through all the gates at lightning speed. Now, as I hit the finish line, I tried to slow down, but there was a big patch of ice. Yeah. I wiped out, flew through the safety net, and it stopped sprawled on my back facing the clouds. I heard everyone, my family, my teammates, everyone just running over to me. I just looked up with a smile on my face and I said, now that was a photo finish. With pride. From this I learned that even though it was hard and scary and even icy, I could do it. I was brave in the attempt and I conquered my fears. I was so proud of myself. My experience has made me realize so much. I was once a young boy before I joined Special Olympics who didn't know much about the world around him and didn't have many friends due to my disability. No one wanted to be around me. However, after I did that very first event right on these slopes, I felt a change, a spark, and its embrace gave everything around me a new meaning. And as I looked around, I realized my disability was more than it seemed, and I did not just see people with disabilities. No. I saw people who can make a difference. I saw people who were smiling, people who were laughing, people who were having fun, people who were celebrating who they were and what they have become in such a fantastic way that not even I can describe. Special Olympics to me has been one of the biggest impacts in my life. It's made me realize so much about every athlete and everything around me. I've had hardships along the way, true, but it's taught me one very important lesson, and that is to never give up. To always look to the positives of your disabilities and to make them your abilities. Because you can do anything you put your mind to. I want to thank you so much for all of you done in the years, for all of our unity, for all of our support, for staying together all through the years. Together, you have made the difference in all these kids' lives, even mine. You helped change our lives into something better, something that gives hope, gets rid of despair, builds confidence, and creates heroes. Thank you all so much for all you do. Thank you.